Word Jock, episode number 8.
Episode number 8. I came back the next week wearing the exact same clothes.
And so did I.
Crazy how that works out.
Fantastic. So for this episode,
Yeah.
we watched a movie called Demon Slaughter from the Savage Sickos anthology that I so smartly picked up. It involves a guy who's kind of involved in some shady business dealings.
Jimmy.
Organized crime, as we like to call it. Al Capone was a big player in the old organized crime back in the 30s. Nothing to do with this movie, I just want to point that out. But yeah, this guy's from kind of like a small little rural town, it seems like, from the locations.
Yeah.
And he's involved with the organized crime there.
Alright.
You can tell the thugs because they're either bald with a goatee, or they wear gold chains.
Or balding and playing solitaire.
Or balding and playing solitaire. That guy was probably the creepiest guy in the entire movie.
Yeah, it was.
So basically this guy's sort of a mobster. He kills a bunch of people that, he's stealing money from somebody. They go and kill his wife. He gets all depressed about it. Fights his way out, shooting the bad guys and stuff, and retreats to a cabin up in the woods where weird and strange, evil things are happening. So, it's your basic rundown of the movie.
It was a great movie.
It was a great movie. I was a little leery at the beginning because, a lot of the organized crime stuff, and I'm just like, where's the horror stuff?
Yeah. Too mobster, no horror.
But then, some of the shooting stuff was kind of cool. And
Yeah, there were some great special effects ripped directly off of The Matrix. I especially love the one where he released the clip out of the gun and it was slow-mo from underneath with the clip. Yeah, that was great. The bullet effects were fantastic, phenomenal.
Alright, so we're going to rate this one on bullets to tie in with the organized crime.
And the sweet bullet effects.
And first off, we'll go nudity.
Nudity, there was some nudity.
There was
8 titties in it.
There was some professional nudity. The bad thing is they used some sort of weird glowing filter thing, so you couldn't really see it that well.
And I don't know why they did that, because it was 4 naked chicks who I assume were hot.
And they're all touching each other and stuff.
They were all touching each other and rubbing against each other, and they used this bizarre dream effect. You couldn't really... You could see some nipples, but you couldn't make it out good enough.
Yeah.
And they blew the one chance they had of, good nudity.
The wife.
Yeah.
The wife was kind of hot. She did.
Kind of hot.
And,
She's a 9. She's the hottest amateur chick we've seen so far.
That's true.
Not to interrupt you, but
this dude's got his 9 up against her head and tells her to take her robe off.
Just call it a 9.
A 9.
Yeah, right.
But he had his 9 up against her and he's like, take your robe off. Until she all... And I was like, sweet, there's some boobs. I'm wearing a bra. But I'd go a good 3 bullets.
I was going to go 2. Because the nudity was there, but jeez, dude. I understand it's a dream. Just maybe fog the edges around and let me see the nudity, please. Yeah.
Blood?
Blood. There was a decent amount of blood, and they had blood squirting effects, which were sweet. The whole shower soaked in blood.
Yeah.
I think that the one place where this movie failed in the blood was whenever somebody got shot, there was never any blood.
Yeah,
I mean, there was blood later, but they would get shot and fall over.
Then cut to them.
And then cut to
blood all over.
Yeah. Other than that, blood.
Blood was pretty good, yeah.
Well done.
Lots of blood.
So I'm going 4 bullets with the blood.
I'm going to go 3.5. There's no real gore, though.
No, well, there was some at the end.
Some at the end,
the zombies.
But it wasn't good gore.
No, it was really, really poor gore.
Poor gore.
But there was blood. Maybe,
Lots of blood.
You know what, you're right, because this category is technically blood and gore.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dock an entire bullet. I'm going to go 3.
Yeah, it could have been more gore. Lots of blood. More gore and stuff, so it would have been good.
Yeah. Special effects. Fantastic! 5 bullets.
He's going
totally.
5.
Oh, they were sweet. This is the first movie that had hardcore CG effects. It was actually reviewed, and I was totally excited about it.
I'm going 4.5.
That's still hot.
I was just going to go 3.
Yeah.
But, we get it. Okay, we got the bullet effects.
Sweet.
Sweet. They even threw in a little, some of the CG of the blood squirting out.
Awesome.
On a couple scenes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
The zombies, I guess. And some of the blood squirting, the actual practical blood squirting.
Right.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
See the tube in one of them. That's okay.
Yeah, you can see it in Evil Dead, and that's my favorite movie ever.
Exactly. Probably the special effect that threw it over the top.
Yeah. You're going with the door exploding.
Well, no. But the door exploding was fantastic.
The door exploding was
You use a grenade.
completely awesome.
The door explodes. The entire house around it's fine. But the door disintegrated.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was awesome. But the one that threw it over the top for me is at the end, they kind of reveal who the big villain is, or whatever you want to call him. Dude grabs an axe, swings it around, hits him in the chest. To which then we can see the big board that the axe is. That's fine. But then, I was just sitting here, I was in mid-drink and almost spit it out my nose. Because all of a sudden the dude's face morphs into this flaming skull and just the thing of the robed figure, and it just disintegrates.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one was rad. Oh. Totally. That was a great CG effect.
It's
absolutely.
Thus far on Horror Junk is probably the best CG effect that we have had so far.
I think so.
Death scenes.
Jimmy the mobster totally killed all sorts of people.
Jimmy likes to kill people.
Yeah.
He just likes to shoot them for no reason.
Like the curious neighbor that asked why he was getting into the window. Just shot her.
I locked my keys out. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The thing I love in this movie is people don't just shoot somebody once. They shoot him 20 times to make sure they're dead.
Yeah, I think my favorite scene of the whole movie was when, I hope I'm not spoiling the ending here for anybody watching, but when Jimmy the killer gets killed himself, 1 shot in the head, 5 in the wang. That's how you make sure they're dead. 1's in the head, 5 in the wang.
I think technically it's supposed to be his stomach, but it was funnier thinking he was getting shot in the crotch.
Yeah, it was.
It's bam, head, bam, 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 crotch.
It was spectacular. Well done. This movie was great. I'm going, I think 4 bullets.
I'm gonna go a good 4.
Yeah, another thing I thought was really funny is that 3/4 of the zombies were wearing flannel shirts. I don't know why that struck me as really funny. But you see 4 zombies walking out of the forest. All of them are wearing jeans and a flannel shirt.
What was your comment? They just came from the flannel convention?
Yeah, I think if I had that joke to redo, I would say something about coming from 1994, Alternatines.
Oh look, the Pearl Jam concert just let out.
Yeah, that would have been funnier just that.
Overall.
4 bullets.
I'm gonna go 4. I don't know what it was about this little movie, but we just absolutely loved it to death.
If you had anything to do with Demon Slaughter, please email us and let us know what else you've worked on, because that movie was the worst movie I've ever seen, and somehow also the best movie I've ever seen.
And Cavaline.
Email us, Ryan Cavaline. We want more of what you've done. We want to make fun of it.
If anybody knows Ryan Cavaline, please email him.
Totally.
This
Podcast. It was great. Anyway. Viewer mail.
Let's do viewer mail.
Corndog71. I was going to comment and ask if you were ever going to review a movie that was out in theaters, and you did. Good job giving me what I want. I love Black Christmas as well, and already have seen it 3 times, and everyone I make see it with me loves it as well, even non-horror fans. I bought the original after looking forever for it, and I was a little disappointed. I think the remake is so much better, but the original will always be the original. Keep up the good work, kids. Hollywood now is remaking horror movies that aren't even classics.
Yeah.
They started off with the classics, and now they're just kind of moving into these just kind of obscure ones. I'd heard of the original Black Christmas, but I never even bothered to see it.
I didn't even think I really heard of it until they announced the remake.
I heard of it, but for me, whenever you wanted to see a holiday-themed horror movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Exactly.
Mark Fabish, I think is how you pronounce that.
Fagish.
Fagish?
Yeah, we'll say Fabish.
I can't believe almost an hour of my life has been wasted watching these. I'm sad. I love how the rating scale for each individual category in no way affects the outcome of the final score. Arbitrary! With an exclamation point. Was, your belch was awesome. I swear I really smelled it. How do you know which bottle to pick up? Do you edit out all the empties you try to drink out of? Keep up the good work. You know what's funny about that? I totally edited out an empty that I tried to drink out of.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Didn't even notice.
It was pretty funny. I swear to Christ, you fucking YouTube people that have these unpronounceable usernames. Tamarkin fan?
Tom Arkin fan, maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go Tom Arkin fan. Could be better if we didn't have to see the two drunks at the start of this talking about the William Cat interview.
I know.
We had conflicting comments on that one.
Charlie Weewax only liked the stuff that we were in.
Right, so they canceled.
So I say a cage match to determine between Charlie Weewax and this Tom Arkin guy.
I'm rooting for Charlie Weewax.
Me too, because we're awesome.
Sorry, Tom. And another YouTube username that I cannot pronounce.
Turagot.
Tour guy.
If you're watching, you'll know we're talking to you.
You guys are great. You making any more film reviews? No.
No, probably not.
I think the one that you saw was our last one.
Alright, so for episode 8 of Horror Junk, this is Brian signing off.
This is Tim.
And remember that we watch crappy horror movies, so you don't have to.
It's a piece of crap.
but Tim just died.
Oh, that movie's so terrible. How does that end up into somebody can buy it? That movie is so terrible. You know what's great? Everybody that's watching this is gonna think we're high.
Well, we're not.
Oh, man.
What the hell was that? It just came out of nowhere.
I don't know, but that was a great movie.
So yeah, it's a
Oh, man.
fantastic movie.
I love Black. Hey, Daddy.
I hate you.
Yeah.